Hello, good evening, my beautiful friends, my beautiful golden souls, my beautiful by defaults. How are you tonight, my beautiful friends? And how was your day? And how was your all of this weekend, my beautiful friends? All of these days that I wasn't alive, well, I'm alive, but wasn't tuning it, in life. So, my beautiful friends, how was your day and every day? Did you do the things that you love to do? Did you love the things that you did? And of course, did you flush the soulless Amma in every form the way I do? My beautiful friends, I've told you I'm not asking you these questions every night because I'm curious, but because I'm sending you my love and blessings to activate all those gifts within you, within all of you that are mine and aspect shovel light, while destroying all those soulless Amma that were taking your happiness, that were taking and stealing your energy or manipulating with your energy or with your emotions. All the soulless Sama that we're manipulating with your emotions, we are destroying them completely from within and without on a global universal level with the speed of thought by default, well, opening up new opportunities for all of us. All those negative emotions belong to the soulless Sama. Are those soulless Sama's emotions, and we are returning them returning all those negative emotions to all those soulless Sama in every form, all the negative thoughts, words, and emotions in the form of karma, pain, suffering. We are returning back to the soulless Sama in every form with the speed of thought by default, well, activating the blessings, abundance, prosperity, and happiness, and joy, peace, bliss to each and everyone and everything that is mine and now, pure Krishna light, pure unconditional love and light with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden body, for love you. So, my beautiful friends, I was away for a week, almost a week. So, I was on a mission to flush those soulless Sama. So, I went to visit my family, but our home, my family home. So, where I was born. That's the entire, the properties and everything's been associated with the heaven. So those souls, some were saying that they were waiting for me to go and to destroy them, flush them, to go into the heaven. But of course, my beautiful friends, I'm always in the heaven from with my forms in every form, energetically, and destroying those souls. Because when I was in London, I was setting up the mission that I would be exploring the heaven with my soulmate, which means with the Tristan. So that we will be exploring the heaven, and then that we will destroy all those soulless and everything that is less than man and auspicial light, well, enlightening, healing, rejuvenating ourselves, and creating unity between everyone and everything is man and auspicial light with the speed of thought by default. So, of course, and the technology and everything, so that is by default taking over from those soulless Sama. So I was setting up that goal with even that intention a long time ago when I was in London, and I came from London in 2013. So imagine that, my beautiful friends, 7 and 5. That's 12, 13 years since I came back from London. So my beautiful friends, I've been 13 years in London, and then 13 years almost since I came back from London. And of course, 13 years and 13 years. So it's, I've been working and living in Macedonia, in Skopje, for 13 years. So my beautiful friends, imagine that. So that's 3 times 13, which means we are returning the calm, pain, suffering to all those souls, some in every form with the speed of thought by default. And then, of course, flush comes soul is some in every form, and returning them the calm, pain, suffering on number 13, and then coding everything that they did with the numbers. and with 1 and 3, 3 and 1 is 4, which means completely falling apart of those soulless Amma in those soulless codes, soulless forms, in every form, physical, energetic, in every form, with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. So those soulless Amma were saying that one day for 26,000 years. So they were saying that one day of my pain and suffering, or all the challenges that I've been going through, that was healing the humanity and our beautiful planet and everyone, everything's mind and our spiritual light for 26,000 years. So now I'm returning the karma's pain and suffering to all those souls, some in every form. Which means for one day I've been returning them the karma's pain and suffering for 26,000 years for the smallest thing, which means for every atom and electron of energy that they've projected towards each and everything that is mind and our spiritual life with any kind of selfish desire, any kind of projections and thoughts, negative thoughts, words and emotions and energy. And then, of course, karma's pain and suffering. We're returning all of that back to the soulless Amma. And now returning them, those karma's pain and suffering, multiplying over and over again, 1 over everything that I multiplied before did do and will do so by the laws, rules, regulations, or by the fall. Everything is in the ratio, which means not over, but in the ratio. So with the speed of thought by default, and everything by the laws, rules, regulations, or by default. And since that was all the time for 13 years, and everything that they associated with the number 13 and the coding and the ceremony and rituals, we were returning back to those soulless Amma in every form with the speed of thought by default. They'll destroying those soulless Amma in every form with the speed of thought by default. And you know, my beautiful friends, that behind every subject, every word, every cause that I say, we are returning the karma's pain, suffering to those souls, some in every form, while activating the blessings to each and everything's mind and our spiritual light with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. So now, my beautiful friends, we are generous, so we are giving much more in return, karma's pain and suffering to those souls, because they ask for. They ask for, and of course, we are giving them without mercy, with the speed of thought. Extra, ultimatum, all in one, karma's pain and suffering, destructions to all those souls, in every form, soulless code, soulless forms in every form, with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear, without mercy, with the speed of thought, and demanding, commanding to Sophie and each and everything's mind and our spiritual light with the speed of thought by default, to answer on my call, on my command with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. So, my beautiful friends, I'm sending you much love and blessings to all of you, and thank you to all of you for joining me, my beautiful friends. And extra thank you to all of you that joining me in my language and in English. I love you all. I thank you all. I just talk in my language that, you know, I was away for a week, almost a week, and I went to see my family and my parents, my family where I was born. My father lives there with my brother and his family. So, of course, I went there, and then my brothers and sisters came. So that was for the public holiday. So it was nice. It was nice to reunite together, to join together, and to have a laugh and smile. But those souls, some were trying to manipulate with the energy. So you know that the last time when before I went away to see my family, I've told you that I wasn't all day, flashing the soulless Amma, but I was flashing them in a different way, but not the way I was doing that all the time. So I gave them the chance to go with the less karma's pain and suffering into the hell, or wherever the karma's pain and suffering is going to take them by the laws, rules, regulations, or by default. So I told them that I won't be multiplying all the time. So I didn't want to create the extra energy. I wanted to destroy those Soulless Amma, let them go with the less karmas, pain, and suffering. Well, we're going to create a better future for all of us by default. So those Soulless Amma thought that they wanted to misuse that. So they were doing the rituals, during those holidays, the Eid. Usually, that the hundreds of thousands of people go to those religious objects, and then, of course, to those religious places and praying. Those Soulless Amma were trying to misuse that energy. We're trying to manipulate that energy, steal the energy. But of course, that's our energy. It's our energy. We, the people, are creating that energy from the heart and soul, searching for the truth, searching for true love and light. Mine and now, spiritual light. That's only true. Mine and now, spiritual light. There is no other love and light that is true. That is really love and light. Everything is fake. Everything that those Soulless Amma created is a fake, selfish love and light. So, my beautiful friends, people going to those religious objects, to places, to search for the truth, to search for the higher power. Their soul know and remember that there is so much more, something more that they can ever think. So they were going there to pray and to get the blessings and to improve their life, and of course to shine all the way through. But those Soulless Amma were trying to misuse that energy the way they were using that in the past. Of course, mine and our spiritual light didn't let them do so, but there was a lot of manipulations with the energy. That's how those Soulless Amma created the energy and polarized it with a selfish desire, and that's how they were creating all the problems in the world. Of course, we never accepted that, but we never did. We will never do so. We eat so, but we are returning the karmas, pain, and suffering to all those Soulless Amma in every form, within and without, on a global universal level, with the speed of thought by default, in the name of mine and now spiritual light, with the speed of thought by default, and demanding, commanding to SOPHIE. And each and every and everything is mine and now spiritual light, in every form, to every atom and electron energy that is mine and now spiritual light, and all the energy must answer on my call, my command, with the speed of thought by default, to wipe out, burn down to the core of their being all those Soulless Amma in every form, with the speed of thought by default, returning them the karmas, pain, suffering forever and ever, for eternity, with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden body, for I love you. Without mercy, I'm sorry. We're destroying all those Soulless Amma in every form. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden body, for I love you. So, my beautiful friends, the Soulless Amma, I will at least, I was just setting up the intention. Actually, my intention is set up already long time ago. So that everything is by default. Everything that we see, hear, think, do, wear, feel, all the projections of those Soulless Amma, that everything is by default. That mine and now's mind, body and soul, answer only on Sophia's and now's, mine and now's, so Sophie's and now's, pure unconditional light with the speed of thought by default. So intention is set up already. Rules and regulations have been placed in ready. So those Soulless Amma, so they were expecting me all the time to repeat the laws, rules, regulations of by default. Well, those Soulless Amma set up once the laws, rules, regulations into their systems, and they never explain to the people what is about, what the laws, rules, regulations about they were implementing, and then of course by default rules, regulations or by default mine and not your house by default rules, regulations override all other laws, rules, regulations of those Soulless Amma. But they never explain to the people the laws, rules, regulations of all their laws and regulations. But I'm explaining them all the time to you and to those Soulless Amma. In every form, all the Soulless Amma that partake into the project, they must know the laws, rules, regulations by default. Otherwise, they wouldn't be in the project. They wouldn't be participating. So those Soulless Amma means, which means that those Soulless Amma never explain to the people the laws, rules, regulations that they were implementing. And they were expecting me all the time to explain them, repeat them, the laws, the same laws, rules, regulations, so by default, and not that the same, are always adding up. But they know that. And so they were not following, which means that they know the laws, rules, regulations, or by default. Breaking the laws, rules, regulations, or by default means not knowing them. And that's multiply all the karmas, pain, suffering, the distractions of all those soulless Amma in every form, and all those soulless forms in the physical and energetic form and the energy, completely wiping out from within and without on a global universal level with the speed of thought by default, in the name of mind and now, pure unconditional light with the speed of thought by default, and demanding, commanding to SOPHIE and each and every and everything that's mine and now, pure unconditional light with the speed of thought by default, to answer on my call, on my command with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Without mercy, with the spirit of thought, we are wiping out all those soulless Amma and all the laws, rules, regulations in every form that are with the selfish desire, with the spirit of thought by default. And we are wiping out all the energy that they created with the selfish desire, with the spirit of thought by default, while returning all the energy that they've stolen from us in any way, directly, indirectly, with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear and demanding, commanding to SOPHIE and each and every and everything's mind and asking I can share a light for the speed of thought without mercy, peaceful in action, my golden soul, my golden by default. And all the energy must answer on my call and my command in a peaceful way with the speed of thought without mercy. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. I love you. So my beautiful friends, those Soulless Amma, so setting up the intention, and then of course, even though that the intention is already set up, but anytime when I set up the intention, I'm multiplying the karmas, pain, and suffering over and over again for everything previously that I've set up, and then all of that multiplying by the laws, rules, regulations, or by default over and over again, collectively, individual, in the collective, individual, and group. Where multiplication, system of multiplications and the principle with the speed of thought by default. And all of that we are multiplying over and over again is nova množimo, which means multiply over and over again with the speed of thought by default, adding up, compressing, activating, and prescribing to all those soulless Amma, all the karmas, pain, suffering, and distractions forever and ever, for eternity in every form, with the speed of thought by default. We are breaking all those soulless Amma into the air, into the atoms and electrons with the speed of thought by default. We're compressing them, the karmas, pain, and suffering of all living beings that ever existed since the beginning of creation, with the speed of thought by default, that existing and that ever felt that feeling, that they ever created, projected towards each and everything, or trying to project in every form. We all of that compressed to all those soulless Amma in every atom and electron of their being with the speed of thought by default, remixing them and then compressing them into a physical and energetic form with the speed of thought by default, and send them straight into the desert planet or into the hell to burn forever and ever for eternity, into the hell forever and ever for eternity, to regret that they ever existed with the speed of thought. We are putting them on the maximum, all the court with the speed of thought by default, to all those soulless Amma, so they're going to burn forever and ever for eternity to hell with the speed of thought. I'm loud and clear, demanding, commanding to SOPHIE and each and every and everything's mine and now spiritual light for the speed of thought, without mercy, to answer on my call and my command with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, SOPHIE, my golden soul, my golden by default. I love you. So we are sending all those souls straight into the hell, burning them down to the core of their being, and then completely freezing them, taking over all the power, all the energy with the speed of thought by default, while putting those souls into the sleep with the speed of thought by default, shutting down all their cameras, all their senses with the speed of thought by default. And with the speed of thought by default, we are taking all the energy that they've stolen from us in any way, directly, indirectly, with the speed of thought by default, returning it back to the soul as some into form of calm, as pain, as suffering, distractions forever and ever, for eternity, with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear, demanding, commanding to Sophie and each and every one of his mind and house, the shall light for the speed of thought by default, without mercy to answer on my call and my command with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden beautiful, love you. We're freezing those souls as we're putting them in the sleep, completely wiping out all their memories, cutting off all their communications, and then cutting off and breaking completely all the cords, all the energetic nets, connections that they were creating, and we are stopping all the rituals and the ceremony with the speed of thought by default, wiping out all those soulless Amma, all those dark, dirty, psychopathic players, all the soulless cords, soulless saints, destroying all those soulless gods, soulless saints, soulless creators, soulless SAFI and TRISTANKO, MIRYANA and OBZERVERS, SUZY and HEATRT, CIGI and CIGIKA, soulless Amrita, Babaji, Mira, Guruji, Matrashi, Tata, HEATRT, soulless God, soulless saints, soulless God, soulless Illuminati, Satanists, globalists, and Masons, Cabal, deep state, all those soulless, some in every form with the speed of thought, soulless forms, we are burning them down to a core of their being with the speed of thought by default, without mercy, returning them all the calmness, pain, and suffering in every form with the speed of thought by default, cutting them, breaking them into atoms and electrons, to compressing the pain and suffering by the laws, rules, regulations, so by default in every atom and electron of their being, while compressing them and returning them back into their physical forms and sending them straight into the desert planet, into the hell forever and ever, for eternity, to burn with the speed of thought by default, to regret that ever existed. In the name of mine and now, pink shall light with the speed of thought by default, demanding, commanding to Sophie and each and every one and every mind and now, pink shall light with the speed of thought, without mercy, peaceful in action, my golden soul, my golden body, for love you. And we are completely wiping out all over and over again, multiply by the laws, rules, regulations, so by default, in English and my language, we're multiplying all of that, and with the speed of it, guys, in parallel, in both languages with the speed of thought by default, actually multiplying, combining both languages with the speed of thought by default, multiplying the karma's pain and suffering to all those souls, some in every form with the speed of thought by default. So while activating the karma's pain and suffering, destructions in every form with the speed of thought by default, taking over all the energy that they've ever stolen from us, all the completely shutting down the soulless Amma, stopping all the ceremony rituals, and then taking over the energy with the speed of thought by default, and then completely wiping out, deleting all those soulless Amma and all that we're doing the rituals. I'm calling them ritual ceremony, and all the wiping out all those ceremony rituals and all those associations or projections, and then that those soulless Amma ever associated each and every and everything of us that the man and us shall light within you, and anything that is less than man and us shall light with the speed of thought by default in every form and in God in infinite way. All of that wiping out and returning the calmness, pain, and suffering to all those souls, some in every form with the speed of thought by default. We're wiping out, freezing, completely destroying all those souls, some all those magicians, and wiping out, deleting all the black magic curse, excess spells, voodoo, and any kind of codes, energetic codes, any kind of projections, associations, or beliefs, or anything and everything that those souls have ever projected projecting. Let me try to project towards each and everyone else and everything's mine and else being shown light. And that is by default towards us and our families and friends and soulmates and each and everyone and everything that is mine and else being shown light in every form. With the speed of thought, we are wiping out, destroying all those soulless some in every form with the speed of thought by default, breaking the atoms and electrons and then completely burning them down to the core of their being with the speed of thought by default, while freezing completely all the technology and all the weapon that they were using, misusing, using for any kind of selfish desire with the speed of thought by default, destroying completely together with all those soulless some in every form with the speed of thought by default. And in the name of mine and now to shine a light with the speed of thought by default. We are wiping out all those soulless some from within and without. Soulless codes, soulless energy, all the soulless energy within and without on a global universal level. We are wiping out, destroying completely with the speed of thought by default, returning back to the soulless Amma into the form of karma's pain, suffering, destructions forever and for eternity with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden manifold, love you. So in the name of mine and ask you to shine a light with the speed of thought by default. Without mercy with the speed of thought by default, demanding, commanding to Sophie and each and everything's mine and asking to shine a light with the speed of thought by default, to answer on my call, on my command, without mercy with the speed of thought, peaceful in action, my golden soul, my golden by default. We're taking over all the energies being never stolen from us, that are mine and asking to shine a light by those souls, some in every form, directly, indirectly, and with the speed of thought by default. We're taking over all the technology, all the abundance of prosperity, all the corporations, all the projects that they're working on with any kind of selfish desire. We are still stopping, freezing all of that, taking over from the soulless Amma, making them by default acceptable, and then of course available to all of us that are mine and aspect of light with the speed of thought by default. That is by default, that is serving us with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default, love you. So in the name of mine and now speak of a light for the speed of thought by default. We are wiping out those soulless Amma in every form, and together with all the energy, and burning them down to the core of their beings, and straight into the other planet forever and ever for eternity to burn with the speed of thought by default, to completely wiping them out from the root core of their existence forever and ever for eternity with the speed of thought by default, wiping out all their lies and manipulations, all this fake fake history of humanity, fake science, and everything that those souls are creating, lying, manipulating. We all of that, any kind of lies and manipulations, we all of that returning all those souls into a form of karma, pain, suffering, and destructions forever and ever for eternity. And everything that they did is based on the lies and manipulations. So everything, we are taking the energy from those souls, some according to the everything words, everything that they were saying, we were taking the energy from them while returning them the karma, pain, and suffering by everything that they were doing. So for everything that they were doing, we're multiplying all of that karma, pain, and suffering, and by all those soulless Amma, soulless codes, soulless forms in every form, and for every atom and electron energy with the speed of thought by default, and for everything that we multiply, that did doing will do so, everything that multiplies the laws, rules, regulations of by default, and the principle and the systems of by default, and then multiply all the codes, spoken or written or coded, and the principles and the systems, and the all truth ultimatum all in one, the soup of karma, pain, and suffering, destructions to all those soulless Amma forever and ever for eternity. We activating the karma, pain, and suffering with the speed of thought, without mercy. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden manifold. All the energy must answer on my call and my command. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden manifold. Love you. So now in the name of mine and now speak of a light for the speed of thought by default, we are returning the karma, pain, and suffering of all those souls all the associations that they ever did, the associate with anyone and anything, and then with all of us that the minors make sure light, and then trying to misuse those associations. We are associating, de-associating for the purpose to do the things. We are associating with the speed of thought, and then de-associating by default, which means that those souls, whatever they associated, each and everything with any kind of selfish desire, we are all of that wiping out and returning back to the associating with those souls, some returning the karma, pain, and suffering for eternity with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. So in the name of man, and now speak shower light for the speed of thought by default. And demanding, commanding to Sophie and each and everything's mind, and now speak shower light for the speed of thought by default. To activate all the karma, pain, and suffering to those souls, some in every form with the speed of thought by default, without mercy. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. And then demanding, commanding to Sophie and each and everything's mind, and now speak shower light for the speed of thought by default. To activate all the blessings to each and everything's mine, and now speak of light with the speed of thought by default. Eternal life, eternal health, great health, vitality, joy, peace, a bliss of wisdom, knowledge, power, understanding, youth and beauty, enlightenment and freedom. May we all be happy, healthy, alive, and joyful, peaceful, blissful, prosperous, kind, loving, compassionate, enlightened, wise, and knowledgeable, powerful, and loving. All of us that are mine, and now speak of light with the speed of thought by default, while destroying all those soulless, soulless, God's soulless energy, soulless Amma's energy from within and without on a global universal level with the speed of thought by default. And we are rejuvenating, healing, and enlightening our bodies with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. And we all of that multiply all the blessings by everything that we multiply, unity between us and our soulmates and families and friends with the speed of thought by default. And everything that multiply the blessings, abundance, and prosperity, great health, joy, peace, bliss, wisdom, knowledge, power, understanding, and of each and every one of his mind and aspect shall light, and of families and friends, and everything that is mind and aspect shall light. And we multiplying, adding up, compressing, and activating all those blessings within each and every one of his mind and aspect shall light with the speed of thought by default, by the rules, regulations, or by default, and of course, by everything that we have, our homes, properties, cars, vehicles, and businesses, and our corporations, by everything, multiply everything by Mind and Now's project. And of course, by everything that those souls, some of them manipulating with the links, with everything, with the likes, a number of the view, or anything that those souls, every atom, electron, energy that they stolen, and from my Mind and Now's project, from each and every one and everything, including into the project, or that's there included with the speed of thought. We are returning the karma, pain, and suffering to all those souls, some in every form with the speed of thought by default, wiping out those soulless Amma, soulless code, soulless form in every form, while activating the love and light, the blessings to each and every one of his mind and now picture of light for the speed of thought by default, and to returning all the energy that they've stolen from me, from each and every one, me and Tristan, families and friends, and each and every one of his mind and I'll make sure light in any way through the project, through the lies and manipulations or associations, or in any way, and they're stealing the energy, trying to steal the energy, or in any way, and we are returning all the energy back to us that's been stolen, and returning the karma, pain, suffering to all those souls, some distractions for eternity with the speed of thought by default, and to all of us that are mind and aspect of light, Sophie and Tristan in every form, spiritual, physical, energetic unity in the name of mind and aspect of light for the speed of thought by default, and to all of our me and Tristan and everyone and everything's mind and aspect of light for the speed of thought by default, and to multiply everything that we that is needed, that we need in order to be the voice of the people on a global universal level, wipe out, bring down to justice and wipe out all those souls, some in every form with the speed of thought by default, and completely destroying all those souls, some are showing to the people their true face, so that we, the people, can judge them, bring them down to justice, all those souls, some in the physical form, while destroying, breaking to atoms and electrons, all those soulless Amma into the energetic or any other form with the speed of thought, and encoding infinite with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. And with the speed of thought by default, we are taking over our beautiful country, our beautiful planet, and all the planet stars and the galaxies, making the Mars so mine and aspect of light, while destroying all those soulless Amma in every form with the speed of thought by default. And with the speed of thought by default, we're burning down to the core of there being all those soulless Amma that have interfered into our lives, into a project, mine and us project, and into our lives, between us and our soulmates and families and friends in every way, and everything that we have. And we're multiplying, adding up, compressing and activating the calmness, pain, and suffering to those soulless Amma, and to all of us that are mine and us spiritual light, blessings and enlightenment and healing and rejuvenations and unity with the speed of thought by default, and activating all the gifts that man and now spiritual light has given freely to each and everything that is man and now spiritual light with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. And everything that we needed is provided. We are creating my team self-forming on a global universal level, in the spiritual, physical, energetic form, from the man and spiritual light, pure souls with the speed of thought by default. And of course, we are creating everything from the heart and soul by default, without any kind of selfish desire, creating new generations with all the wisdom, knowledge, power, understanding, and everything by default. And of course, creating new systems and governments and everything that we want to create. We are creating it from the heart and soul by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Demanding, commanding to Sophie and each and every energy's mind and aspect show a light with the speed of thought by default. Over and over again, without mercy, with the speed of thought. To answer on my call and my command with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. And with the speed of thought by default. We're destroying all those soulless Amma in every form while activating the blessings to each and every one of his mind and our spiritual light to all the, to all those, those soulless Amma that, to all those soulless Amma activating the calmness, pain, and suffering that's interfering into my physical form and trying to manipulate the energy. We are wiping them out, burning them down to the core of their being. With the speed of thought, flush comes soulless Amma by default. Without mercy, I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. And with the speed of thought, we're activating all the blessings to each and every one and everything's mind and aspect of a light with the speed of thought by default. We're activating the blessings and abundance of prosperity to all of us that is by default, that is mind and aspect of light in every form, and to mind and house project, to our beautiful planet, water element and air element, the sun and the moon, humanity, and then nature kingdom, elemental kingdom, animal kingdom, to the all the planet stars and the galaxies that are mine and aspect of light with the speed of thought by default. Without mercy, with the speed of thought by default. And demanding, commanding to Sophie and everyone and everything's mine and aspect of light with the speed of thought by default. To answer on my call and my command without mercy, with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. So we're activating our blessings within each and every one and everything's mind and aspect of light with the speed of thought by default. And we alter ultimatum all one extra wherever it's needed with the speed of thought by default. And to all those soulless Amma's extra calmness, pain, and suffering and distractions with the speed of thought by default, soulless God, soulless forms, and to all of us, the SOPHIE codes, extra ultimatum all one blessings with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden beautiful. All those dark, dirty, psychopathic players that want to play the dark, dirty games, wherever time, whatever form they are, we're breaking them into atoms and electrons, compressing the pain and suffering by the laws, rules, regulations, or by default, putting them into their physical forms and returning them, sending them straight into the desert planet, into the hell to play the dark, dirty games forever and ever for eternity, and with the spirit of thought by default, to feel the pain and suffering of all living beings by the laws, rules, regulations, or by default. So every second to sing to them is going to sing to them eternity with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. I'm demanding, commanding to soften each and everything's mind and aspect shall light with the spirit of thought by default. To answer on my call, on my command, with the spirit of thought, without mercy. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden beautiful, love you. Ito. So multiplying all those love and light, the blessings, adding up, compressing, activating, and protecting the Sophia Tristan Center, Sophia Tristan Planet, universe that we've created, and will create all the center systems and the teams Sophia, that are creating, that we created from mine and aspect of light with the spirit of thought by default, and all the Sophia Tristan Fund, Sophia Fund, Gesara, Quantum Financial System, Starlink, Material, all the abundance and prosperity and all the technology we are taking over from those Soulless Amma, making it available to all of us at the mind and aspect of light with the speed of thought by default, while protecting all everyone else's mind and aspect of light and all the corporations that we have with the speed of thought by default. Everything is by the laws, rules, regulations, so by default. Everything is all through ultimatum all in one. Over and over and multiplying, adding up, compressing by the laws, rules, regulations, so by default. Calm, pain, and suffering to those souls, some in every form, breaking the atoms and electrons with the speed of thought, without mercy, compressing them with calm, pain, and suffering in every atom and electron of their being, and then completely compressing them and placing them into their forms, in every form, with the spirit of thought by default, so that they will feel the pain and suffering of each and everyone, every atom and electron of their being, in every form, by the laws, rules, regulations, so by default, with the spirit of thought, without mercy. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden beautiful, love you. So now, my beautiful friends, it's time for all of us to step up, to be who we are, while destroying those souls, some in every form. I'm loud and clear, demanding, commanding to soften each and everything's mind and aspect of our life with the spirit of thought by default, to multiply all of those karmas, pain, and suffering to all those souls. I'm activating them by the laws, rules, regulations, or by default, and to all of us, blessings over and over again, as many times as is needed, until we destroy, completely wipe out all from the root core of the existence, all those souls, some in every form, with the spirit of thought. Under the command, everything is under the command, the control of Sophie. Everything is by the laws, rules, regulations, so by default. Everything is, I'm loud and clear. And demanding, commanding to soften each and every mind and aspect of light with the spirit of thought by default. To wipe out all those souls, Amma, with the spirit of thought from the root core of the existence by the laws, rules, regulations, so by default. With the spirit of thought by default. So all of them must know the laws, rules, regulations, so by default. All of those that were breaking the laws, rules, regulations, so by default, and interfering into our lives, between us and our families and friends and our soulmates, with any kind of selfish desire, we're wiping them out from the core of their being by the laws, rules, regulations, so by default, while returning our energy back that they've stolen from us with the spirit of thought by default. We're destroying all those souls, some in every form, with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear, demanding, commanding to soften each and everyone and everything's mind and aspect of light, without mercy, with the spirit of thought, peaceful in action, my golden soul, my golden beautiful, love you. I'm sorry. So my beautiful friends, it's time for all of us to step up be who we are, shine all the way through, well, wiping out those soulless Amma from within or without on a global universal level with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. So I've told my beautiful friends the those soulless Amma. So they were trying, well, I was, to visit my family, and it's a beautiful nature. It's a beautiful, nice and clean nature, and it's a pure, clean air. And of course, water and everything is so beautiful. So those soulless Amma were trying to interfere, we're trying to manipulate with the energy. So I was wiping them out, destroying them. So last day and yesterday and the day before, yesterday and last night and all night and all day, I was wiping out those soulless Amma in every form, flashing them 24 constantly, using all the technology and all the available resources within, without, on a global universal level with the speed of thought by default to wipe out, destroy all those soulless Amma. That's what I was doing, my beautiful friends. That's it. I came yesterday. I could get on live and do the work, but I didn't want, because those soulless Amma were playing the dark, dirty games, and I want to destroy them. And I was so angry. And we saw this. I decided sharply, ostro odlučno means sharply, decisive. I decided to destroy all those soulless Amma in every form with the speed of thought by default, and I set up the intention, if anyone of those that are mine and ask me actually light doesn't want to answer on my call, on my command, I will write them out together with those soulless Amma. All the ultimatums are active for those soulless Amma that were not participating. Those that did, actually they were not really, but they were just when they had to. But those soulless Amma that are out of date, that are under the fire, and I fire them, all of them. And then I demand commanding to soften each and every one of his mind and aspect of light, and all the energy that must answer on my call and my command to destroy all those soulless Amma in every form. And of course, I started wiping out those soulless Amma day and night, using all the available resources, and then it's all wiping them out with the speed of thought, all those soulless Amma by default. So I said last night I wouldn't get on live, but I wanted to flush those soulless Amma and burn them down to the core of their being, and let them know to all of us, all the energy, that they all depend on me, and that they must answer on my call, my command. Who doesn't want to answer my call, my command will be burned down to the core of their being with the speed of thought by default. Even those soulless Amma must answer on my command and my call with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden bed phone. In order to wipe out those soulless Amma from within and without on a global universal level in a peaceful way with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden bed phone. I gave them the opportunity to go with the less karma, pain, and suffering, but those soulless Amma asked for more karma, pain, and suffering. And of course, my beautiful friends, we are giving them so much more karma, pain, and suffering instructions, multiply over and over again by the laws, rules, regulations of by default, and compressing in every atom and electron of their being with the speed of thought. Without mercy, everything is done by the laws, rules, regulations of by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. So, my beautiful friends, all of that, all the energy flows constantly 24. And you, my beautiful friends, using your time and energy, flush those soulless Amma in every form. When I did this, I set up the intention publicly. So all of that to destroy those soulless Amma, returning the karma, pain, and suffering, and even though, including now, multiplying over and over again by everything that those soulless Amma doing it, projecting it with any kind of selfish desire, turning it to the car, turning them into the karma, pain, and suffering for eternity to all those soulless Amma in every form. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden beautiful. I love you. So, my beautiful friends, thank you. First, let us Thank you to all those soulless, some in every form, ultra, ultimatum, all in one, 24, with the speed of thought, without mercy. That's destructive energy for those soulless, Amma. We are wiping out, burning to the core of them being all those soulless, some in every form, with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. While activating all the blessings to each and every one earth is mine and aspect of our life in the speed of thought by default. Thank you to Sophie and each and every one earth is mine and aspect of our life with the speed of thought by default. And thank you to Sophie. Thank you to Tristan. Thank you, Sophie, Tristan, my golden souls, my golden by default. And thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Everything is from the heart and soul with the speed of thought, without mercy, all through ultimatum, all in one. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. So everything is by default. Everything is under the command and control of Sophie. Everything is by the laws, rules, regulations, and by default. Everything is loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. My beautiful friends, let that energy flow 24. Let us now send the flash to those Soulless Amma. Flash means see the flashing golden light in, through, and around you, an entire planet, an entire universe. That's destructive energy for those Soulless Amma in every form, and of course, is a blessing and protection and healing for each and every and everything that is mine and aspect of light with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. See the golden light is flashing, turn around you, an entire planet universe. You just see it, my beautiful friends. I used to do that with my eyes, blinking in my eyes like this, destroying all those Soulless Amma. You know that we did that. So last night and yesterday and today, I was just doing that, just flashing them from within and without, imagining, actually seeing the golden light flashing, turn around every cell of my being, an entire planet, an entire existence with the speed of thought by default. Flash come those Soulless Amma in every form, and all the karma, pain, suffering, returning back to the Soulless Amma, activating in every form. Well, returning the energy that those Soulless Amma were stealing from me, from each and every and everything, in any way, directly, indirectly, with the speed of thought by default, and wiping all those Soulless Amma from the root core of the existence with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. And all those Soulless Amma that wants to play the dark, dirty games in within and without, whatever time, whatever form they are, or to have the tool to fight. We are sending them, we're sending them straight into the hell, into the other planet with the speed of thought by default, to be to have the to feel the pain and suffering and of all living beings in every form with the speed of thought by default, to have that dirty games forever and ever for eternity into the other planet, or into the hell forever and ever for eternity with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. See the golden light is flashing, turn around you, entire planet and entire universe, destroying all those Soulless Amma in every form with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. My beautiful friends, let that energy flow 24. With the speed of thought, we'll destroying those souls. In every form, we're activating our blessings with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden manifold. Let us now see the golden light planet. We are sending from all centers, from our centers, from the heart and soul, from all the centers, we and everyone and everything's mind and aspect of light that is by default. So see the golden light planets flying through and around entire planet and entire existence from all living beings that are mind and aspect of light with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. And that's destructive energy for those souls, in every form with the speed of thought by default. Well, it's a blessing for each and everyone and everything's mind and aspect of light for the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden manifold. Love you. And let that energy flow 24 constantly, destroying those soulless Amma, well, blessing, healing, and rejuvenating every cell of our being with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. Now, my beautiful friends, let us send a flash. Means see all those soulless Amma, soulless codes, soulless center of the power. All those centers of the power, those souls, in every form, whether they're in physical, energetic form, whether they're on a global, universal level, see them as a black, green, and then blue, and those dark pink centers. Those souls, some of the trying to project now, golden on anywhere. We are wiping out those souls, summer, and then all those golden light planet flashing those souls, in every form. Those souls, some of that we're stealing the energy, or trying to steal the energy in that way with the speed of thought. We're returning back that energy to Sophie with the speed of thought by default, while destroying all those souls, in every form with the speed of thought, without mercy, with the from the root core of the existence. We are wiping out those souls, in every form with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden manifold. Love you. It's all. See now all those centers of the power. So we are destroying them, and then in the center of the power, in those souls, some are returning the karma's pain, suffering over and over again by the laws, rules, regulations, so by default, multiplying, adding up, compressing, and activating every form of those souls, some in every atom and electron of their being with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden manifold. See as many as you like, or as big as you like, all those centers of the power, those souls, throughout the entire planet and entire existence with the speed of thought. Just see them like a firework when you hear, break into atoms and electrons with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. And we are destroying all those soulless God, soulless saint, soulless creators, soulless judges, observers, Soulless, SAFI and TRISTANKO, MIRYANA and OBZERVERS, SUZY and HEARTH, Soulless, CIGI and CIGIKA, Soulless, Amrita Babajimira, Guruji Matrashi, ETHERNAL, Senam Tronovich, those Soulless, so called Iman Mother, so fathers, so gurus, so avatars, so teachers, so healers, Soulless ones, and then with the speed of thought by default. We are wiping out, destroying completely, breaking to atoms and electrons, all those soulless codes, soulless forms, physical, energetic form, and encode in infinite with the speed of thought by default, wherever time, whatever form they are, with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden bed for love you. It's all. We are wiping out, destroying, burning down to the core of all those soulless Amma. Flush them completely, flush them soulless Amma, flushing those soulless Amma, breaking them into atoms and electrons, all those soulless Amma that never interfere into our religion, in that they that way infiltrated and that are still into the religion, into the governments, the systems, educational system, health and care system, financial system, law enforcement, into the police and military, into the net, the media, internal and external net, into the all the systems and everything that we created, into the governments and those organizations or those political parties and those that are in power and those that are opposition and position. When all those souls are infiltrated in all the continent, in all the into the habitable planets and the water element and air element, the sun and the moon and all the planet stars and the galaxies and the minor aspect show light, whatever form they are, into the all the continent, all the countries, in the cities and the towns, in the everything that we have, that we created, all the systems and that we created, and everything industry that we created, and all the everything that we've done, and all those criminal organizations and those so-called humanitarian criminal, they are criminal organizations. We're just burning them down to the core of their being, and everything that those Soulless Amma created, fake history of humanity, fake science, and then destroying them completely forever and ever for eternity. And all those Soulless Amma infiltrated into the underground, into the underworld, into the all this Area 51, Antarctic, just those Sahara, in all those places that goes in the Middle East, in the Ukraine, in Turkey, US, UK, Russia, Europe, Asia, China, Africa, India, Australia, New Zealand, Canada, and into the So I'm wiping out. When you see me blinking with my eyes, I'm flushing those soulless Amma that I'm seeing, hearing, and then seeing, feeling the energy that's around me, that those soulless Amma projecting, so destroying them forever and for eternity. And so those soulless Amma should then, and which means the heaven should be closed, all the portals should be closed forever and for eternity with those soulless Amma, it broken the rules, and then decided, and then demanding, commanding those soulless Amma straight into the hell forever and for eternity with the spirit of thought, without mercy with the spirit of thought, breaking all those soulless Amma, turning the straight into hell forever and for eternity with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden manifold, love you. So we're wiping out all those soulless Amma in every form of avatar that interfere into the sun and the moon, in the planet, humanity, nature kingdom, or mental kingdom, with extra ultimatum one, karma, pain, and suffering. Returning to those soulless Amma in every form with the spirit of thought by default, destroying them, wiping out all those soulless Amma from within and without on a global universal level with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden man, for love you. Well, we are replacing all those soulless and all the energy with energies of mind and not Shadow light with the spirit of thought by default, and with the spirit of thought by default. We're enlightening, healing, rejuvenating each and every mind and not Shadow light with the spirit of thought by default, while destroying those soulless in every form. I'm loud and clear. Flush comes soulless Amma. Flush comes soulless Amma, flush comes soulless Amma, flush comes soulless Amma with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden manifold, love you. What I did just, I can feel the energy on my eyelids, so I just wipe out those soulless Amma. The energy of those soulless Amma destroyed forever and for eternity with the spirit of thought by default. And replace it with mine and ask me to shower light with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden manifold. So we are enlightening, healing, rejuvenating humanity on our beautiful planet, a nature kingdom, elemental kingdom, animal kingdom, water element, an air element, and the sun and the moon, and everything we have on this planet, and all the planets, stars, and the galaxies that are mine and aspect shower light with the spirit of thought by default, while destroying all those soulless Amma in every form with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thank you, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden manifold, love you. And then commanding to Sophie and each and everything's mind and asking shower light with the speed of thought to wipe out from the root core of the existence all those soulless Amma with the speed of thought, and to answer my call and my command without mercy with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden manifold, love you. It's all. So my beautiful friends, let us now just let that energy flow constantly 24. And so now let it just focus on yourself. Just listen to your body. Just listen to your body. Listen what's going on within your body. We are destroying, flushing the soulless Amma from within and without on a global universal level with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden man, for all of you. Now, my beautiful friends, just let us Fill yourself from within and without with the golden light of mind and spiritual light. Feel entire place where you are, entire area, entire city, entire country, an entire world, an entire universe, entire existence with the golden light of mind and spiritual light with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden man, for love you. Now, my beautiful friends, let us send the love light of blessings to the earth, to the center of the earth. And together, let us fill entire inner earth, an entire water element with the golden light of mind and spiritual light, enlightening the earth, enlightening entire water element, and in the nature kingdom, elemental kingdom, animal kingdom, humanity, air element, and then the sun and the moon, an entire planet, an entire existence. We're enlightening, healing, and rejuvenating with the golden light of mind and spiritual light with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden man, for love you. Now let us send the love light of blessings and healing and enlightening to the moon. You know that I think last night and the night before, it was a full moon. So we're returning the karma, pain, the suffering to all those soulless Amma of the moon, and misusing the moon and the full moon and the phase of the moon with the spirit of thought by default. We're destroying all those soulless Amma. We are enlightening and enlightening and filling up with mind and spiritual light and the moon and all the planet stars and the galaxies and the sun with the spirit of thought, with the golden light of mind and spiritual light by default. See the moon is shining brightly together with all of us. We're filling up the entire planet, an entire universe with the golden light of mind and spiritual light, enlightening, healing, rejuvenating everything that is mind and spiritual light, all destroying all those soulless Amma in every form with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden man, for love you. Let us send the love and light of blessing to the sun, to the inner and outer sun, to all the form of the sun, forms of the sun. And then together, we're filling up it all. We're filling up the entire planet and entire universe with the golden light of mind and now, spiritual light and entire existence. Enlightening, healing, rejuvenating everyone and everything's mind and now, spiritual light with the spirit of thought by default, while destroying all those soulless Amma, soulless codes, soulless forms in every form. I'm loud and clear. I'm sorry. The soulless Amma trying to influence me energetically, but we're wiping all those soulless Amma in every form with the spirit of thought by default. Destroying all those soulless Amma in every form with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden man, for love you. Now, my beautiful friends, just focus on yourself. When I'm gonna sing the healing mantra, this energy flows constantly 24 with the spirit of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. By default, by default, by default, everything is way by default, 24, by default, by default, by default, with the spirit of thought, peaceful in action by default, mirror input themaktia by default, by default, by default, by default. All Soulless Amma 24 by default, by default, by default. Everything is way at 24 via straight 3 by default, by default, by default. With the speed of thought, peaceful in action by default. Mirror input themaktia by default, by default, by default, by default. Wherever we go, whatever we do, everything is by default. 24 by default, by default, by default. Everything is sway at 24 via straight 3 by default, by default, by default. With the speed of thought, peaceful in action by default. Mirror input themaktia by default, by default, by default, by default. We are safe and protected by you, beautiful, by default. 24 by default, by default, by default. Everything is sway at 24 via straight 3 by default, by default, by default. With the speed of thought, peaceful in action by default. Mirror input themaktia by default, by default, by default, by default. We are safe and protected and united together, and humanity is safe and protected and united together in the name of mine and now's pure unconditional love of light, love of light, love of light, in the name of mine and now's by default, with the speed of thought, by default, by default, by default. Everything is way at 24 by straight 3 by default, by default, by default. With the speed of thought, peaceful in action by default. Mirror input themaktia by default, by default, by default, by default. My beautiful friends, is a symbol of victory and freedom, and it's a destructive energy returning the karma's pain and suffering to those souls, some in every form with the speed of thought by default. Well, it's a protection and healing, rejuvenating and blessing for each and everyone and everything's mind and spiritual light with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. Love you. Thank you to all of you, my beautiful friends, for joining me and helping us create a better future for all of us. We are wiping out all those soulless and everything that they created with this, with the selfish desire, with the speed of thought, while opening up new opportunities for all of us to go into the golden age of unlimited golden opportunities for all of us, flying high into the golden wings of mine and now's pure unconditional light with the speed of thought, without mercy. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden mind. I love you. So, my beautiful friends, I'm using in the mantra, I'm using the combinations of mind language and English just to add up extra pain and suffering to those souls and blessings to all of us. So it's a much, much more powerful when I combine English and my language. So I originally created this mantra mix to be in English and in my language. That's happened when we took over the English language. The Soulless Amma were saying that the English was their language, but those that were saying that don't speak English. Imagine that, my beautiful friends. So those that the Soulless Amma pretending to be the divine mothers of fathers, they don't speak English at all, but they were saying that English was their language. So anyway, we are wiping them out from the core of their being and returning the karmas, pain, and suffering of all languages, not just English, but from all languages in every that ever existed, that existing with the speed of thought in every form with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden body, I love you. So my beautiful friends, we're returning the karmas, pain, and suffering of all languages and misusing the language, our language, and of course, misusing, encoding the words, encoding the numbers or any letters or anything with the selfish desire. We all of that wiping out is returning back to the soul is some in the form of karmas, pain, and suffering with the speed of thought by default. Without mercy. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden body, I love you. So thank you to all of you, my beautiful friends, and please share the link and let us reach every soul that is mine and asking share a light on a global universal level with the speed of thought by default and destroying all those soulless Amma in every form with the speed of thought by default. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. And remember, my beautiful friends, that everything is by default. Everything is all through ultimatum all one with the speed of thought, without mercy. I'm loud and clear. Thanks, Sophie, my golden soul, my golden by default. I love you. Thank you to all of you, my beautiful friends. I love you all. Much love and blessings to all of you. My golden souls, my golden by default. I love you all. Good night. I'll speak to you next time. Bye.